person has zero fashion sense, and you automatically just place that person in the friend zone. Hey there, welcome back to Love, Dating and Marriage Relationships with me, where we share, ask and answer relationship questions on how to build intentional, godly and long-lasting relationships. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on this book. So it's called God, Where Is My Boaz? A Woman's Guide to Understanding What's Hindering Her from Receiving the Man and the Love That She Deserves, by Stephan Labossiere. So if you're single watching this, you may have asked yourself this question countless times in anger, feeling bitter, with a broken heart, and sometimes in moments of not really loving yourself. I'm going to share with you some things that I really like about this book. Hopefully it will encourage you to get a copy for yourself just as you seek answers to your questions. So keep on watching. All right, let's jump right into what I really like about this book. First things first, I like the fact that it has a 4.5-star rating on Amazon.co.uk and Amazon.com as well. I love the fact that it was a very quick and easy read, very short and straight to the point, to the extent that sometimes it left me, wanting a bit more content in certain places. But it's about 112 pages, so the author will definitely not be able to address everything possible. But what I find interesting is that as short as it is, it makes it easier to always revisit from time to time. I think it took me about just a few hours, probably about 2 hours, to read the entire book. I think this book is written in such a way that as the reader, you almost feel like you're in a round table discussion with people of like minds, not necessarily being attacked or being judged. So just self-evaluating yourself and the issues that we all go through. So this book is not about magic formulas to meeting the person that God has for you. Don't we all wish it was that easy, like there was some kind of manual out there for everyone? But I think it's about positioning yourself physically, mentally and spiritually in the right place. So the book starts off with the author giving a background story of Ruth and Boaz in the Bible. If you're not familiar with the story, then I encourage you to go and read it, just so that you have your own understanding and perspective of their journey, Ruth and Boaz, and how they met. I think this book also opens a path to the understanding of yourself and recognizing that you cannot walk this path or this journey without God on your side. The author also speaks boldly on how to prepare and position yourself for marriage if that's what you desire, and of course seeking God's approval in your relationship. So after this background story, the author goes on to discuss 7 things in 7 different chapters that may be hindering a woman from receiving the love and the man that she deserves. I'm going to just pick 3 things that really stood out for me. So the first one is that you need to forgive and heal before you can love. So if you're carrying around baggage from a previous relationship, consciously or unconsciously, you cannot expect to actually build a healthy relationship with another person going forward, because you may not have forgiven the person or the persons that hurt you in the past, and you may also not have forgiven yourself. And like the author says in this book, we may not necessarily be expected to forget, but it is always in your best interest to forgive, so that it doesn't make it harder for you to find the love that you deserve. And also because hurt people, and you don't want to continue that cycle. So forgive whoever has hurt you, forgive yourself. Always remember that forgiveness, majority of the time, is about you. Forgiveness is also a process, so take your time to go through that healing process so that you can be able to operate in a right frame of mind. So the second part is that God's way isn't your way, and God wants you to focus more on Him. Now, understanding this is essential in our walk with God, regardless of your relationship status. The author also points out that God's path to your blessing may not always make sense, which is true. Sometimes it may not add up in the beginning, but I'm sure there's some people that would like to be doing the maths, doing the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division wherever necessary. No. The author also reminds us that it never hurts to actually verify through prayer what God would want you to know and do regarding your relationship, because God is always able to lead you in the right direction, so you want to make sure you focus more on Him. And lastly, maybe God's already sent you your Boaz and you're not embracing him. So maybe because this person is not what you expected, this person doesn't fit your preconceived listed criteria, looks different to what you know. So maybe the person is short, the person is a manager at a fast food chain restaurant, the person has zero fashion sense, and you automatically just place that person in the friend zone, when in fact maybe that's who God is leading you towards. Or maybe you're just too occupied with the wrong person and you don't feel like walking away because of the time, energy, resources, and emotion that you have invested into that relationship. So you would rather, just keep up the appearance. Now, the author points out that the longer you hold on to someone that isn't for you, the longer you will go without receiving the person that is actually for you. So you always want to make sure that you ask God for the strength to do whatever it is that is best for you. So I think this book generally emphasizes on checking yourself and trusting God's process and timing, basically taking a step back to self-reflect on what is important and necessary to you. In other words, try to get your house in order. So there's definitely a lot more information in this book, and truth be told, you may already be aware about the points that have been shared in this book, but you may also have some aha moments. And like everything in life, sometimes we just have to be reminded about certain things over and over again till it sinks and we actually start to take action and do what is necessary. So I definitely recommend this for anyone who is single or currently dating. There is also a similar version available for men called He Who Finds a Wife that you can read as well, and hopefully in the near future I'll be doing a review on that as well. Okay, so that concludes my book review. If you found this video helpful, useful, and insightful, please let me know by liking this video. You know I love to read your comments as well. So let me know if you've read this book, what you like and possibly don't like about this book. Let me also know any other good books you're currently reading or any books you're looking forward to reading. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You also want to hit the notification bell so you know anytime I put up a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to live an intentional life. See you in my next video.